Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to Lotus Heart Teachings, where we explore timeless wisdom and profound truths to help you lead a more meaningful life. Today's topic is one that resonates with all of us, the pursuit of our dreams and goals. Have you ever wondered why, despite working tirelessly, many people fail to achieve what they desire? Perhaps you've experienced it yourself. The harder you push toward your goals, the farther they seem to slip away. This isn't just your imagination, it's a universal challenge rooted in how we approach success and fulfillment. Today I want to share with you the story of a young boy named Haru, whose journey to enlightenment reveals a powerful lesson. True success isn't found in the destination, but in how we walk the path. As you listen, ask yourself, are you so fixated on your goals that you've lost sight of the progress you've made? Could it be that the very effort you pour into achieving success is what's holding you back? By the end of this video, you'll discover not only why this happens, but also how to transform your mindset to achieve anything you desire. Let's begin. Long ago, in a quiet mountain village surrounded by lush green hills, there lived a curious young boy named Haru. Haru was known for his insatiable desire to learn and understand the mysteries of life. While his friends played in the fields or helped their parents, Haru spent his days asking questions. Why does the sun rise? What makes the river flow? And most importantly, what is the purpose of it all? One day, Haru overheard villagers talking about a revered Zen master named Master Riku, who lived atop the tallest hill in the region. They said Master Riku held answers to life's greatest questions, offering wisdom that could illuminate even the darkest doubts. Hearing this, Haru felt a spark of determination. He resolved to meet Master Riku and learn the secrets of life. The journey to Master Riku's temple was not an easy one. Haru packed a small bag of rice and water, bid farewell to his family, and began the steep ascent. The hill was treacherous with rocky paths, thick undergrowth, and sudden drops that made every step a test of courage. Despite the challenges, Haru pressed on, fueled by the hope of discovering life's answers. After hours of climbing, Haru finally reached the temple gates. The temple stood majestically against the sky, its red rooftops contrasting with the serene blue above. Exhausted but exhilarated, Haru stepped inside and found Master Riku seated in the courtyard under a cherry blossom tree. The master was an elderly man, his long white beard flowing like a river, and his eyes sparkled with an inner peace that seemed almost otherworldly. Master Riku, Haru began, bowing deeply, I have come seeking your wisdom. Please teach me how to find Zen. The master smiled gently as though he had been expecting Haru. Zen, he said, stroking his beard thoughtfully. To truly find Zen, it will take you 10 years of practice. Haru's eyes widened in disbelief. 10 years? That's too long. What if I work twice as hard as everyone else? Surely I can achieve Zen sooner. Master Riku paused for a moment, then replied calmly, in that case, it will take you 20 years. Confused but undeterred, Haru pressed on. What if I dedicate every waking moment to my practice? What if I give up everything else in my life? Master Riku's serene smile never wavered. Then it will take you 30 years. Haru's heart sank. Frustration welled up inside him as he struggled to understand. Master, this doesn't make sense. The more effort I promise to give, the longer it seems to take. Why is that? The master leaned forward slightly, his gaze steady and kind. When you have one eye fixed on the goal, Haru, you have only one eye on your path. Tell me, how can you walk steadily with only half your focus? Haru stood in silence, the master's words swirling in his mind. Sensing the boy's confusion, Master Riku continued, Imagine you are climbing a great tree to pick a ripe, juicy fruit from its topmost branch. If your eyes remain fixed on the fruit, thinking only of how sweet it will taste, you might lose your footing and fall. But if you focus on each step, where to place your hands and feet, how to balance your weight, you will climb steadily and eventually the fruit will be yours. Haru nodded slowly, beginning to grasp the master's lesson. He stayed at the temple, eager to begin his training. At first, Haru found the tasks simple but strange. Master Riku did not ask him to meditate or read sacred texts. Instead, Haru swept the temple floors, carried water from the river, and tended to the garden. Weeks turned into months, and Haru's frustration grew. One evening, he confronted the master. "Master Riku, I came here to learn Zen, not to sweep floors or carry water. How can these chores bring me closer to enlightenment?" The master smiled knowingly. "Ah, Haru, but have you not noticed the peace that comes when you focus fully on your task? When you sweep, is there room in your mind for worry? When you carry water, do you not feel the strength of your own body and the coolness of the water? These moments, too, are Zen." Haru began to see the truth in the master's words. Gradually, he learned to immerse himself fully in each task, finding joy in the rhythm of sweeping, the weight of the water buckets, and the beauty of the blooming garden. One day, Master Riku set Haru a seemingly impossible challenge. He handed the boy a small, delicate cup filled to the brim with water. "Take this cup and walk to the other side of the temple without spilling a single drop," the master instructed. Haru's hands trembled as he took the cup. Each step felt like an eternity as he focused all his attention on keeping the water steady. At one point, a gust of wind rustled the trees and Haru's heart raced as the water threatened to spill. But he steadied his breath, regained his balance, and continued. When Haru finally reached the other side, the cup still full, Master Riku nodded in approval. "You see, Haru, when your mind is fully present, even the most challenging tasks become achievable. This is the essence of Zen, complete focus on the here and now." Haru's story mirrors the struggles many of us face today. Consider a student preparing for exams. If the student obsesses over the final grade, they may feel overwhelmed and anxious. But if they focus on each study session, fully engaging with the material, they are more likely to succeed and enjoy the process. Similarly, imagine an athlete training for a marathon. Fixating on the finish line might make the journey feel daunting. But by focusing on each step, each breath, and each mile, the athlete finds strength and endurance they didn't know they had. Years passed, and Haru continued his training under Master Riku. He learned to find joy in the simplest moments, the sound of the wind through the trees, the warmth of the sun on his face, and the steady rhythm of his breath. He came to understand that Zen was not a destination, but a way of being, a profound connection to the present moment. One day, Haru asked the master, "Do you remember when I first came to you asking how to find Zen?" Master Riku chuckled softly. "Of course, Haru. And do you remember what I told you?" "You said it would take 10 years, or 20, or 30, Haru replied with a smile. "But now I see that Zen was always with me. It was in the journey itself." The master nodded. "Exactly, my boy. The path and the goal are one and the same. The moment you stop chasing, Zen finds you." As I reflect on Haru's journey, I find that his story is more than a simple tale. It is a profound teaching on the essence of life itself. Through the lens of Buddhist philosophy and Zen practice, we can see that Haru's experiences reflect the fundamental truth of human existence. Life is not about the goal, but about the path we walk to reach it. This wisdom is at the heart of Zen, and it resonates deeply with anyone striving for clarity, purpose, and fulfillment in life. In this section, I will share insights drawn from Buddhist teachings, personal reflections, and real-life examples. My aim is to help you, the listener, internalize the lessons of Haru's journey and apply them to your own life. Haru's initial frustration is something we can all relate to. We set ambitious goals, whether it's achieving financial success, mastering a skill, or finding inner peace, and we pour our energy into chasing these outcomes. Yet the harder we strive, the more elusive our goals often seem. Why does this happen? In Buddhism, this phenomenon is explained through the concept of attachment, Sanskrit, upadana. When we fixate on a desired outcome, we become attached to it, and this attachment creates tension in the mind. Instead of acting with clarity and focus, we act with desperation, which clouds our judgment and drains our energy. Consider the story of a gardener planting seeds. If the gardener spends all their time worrying about how quickly the plants will grow, they may neglect the daily care needed, watering, weeding, and nurturing the soil. In their impatience, they might even uproot the plants to check their progress, ultimately destroying them. In the same way, when we obsess over our goals, we lose sight of the steps needed to achieve them. One of the most profound teachings of Zen is the practice of mindfulness, being fully present in the moment. When Master Riku instructed Haru to focus on each step as he climbed the tree or carried the cup of water, he was teaching this very principle. Mindfulness is not just a spiritual practice, it is a way of living that transforms ordinary experiences into extraordinary ones. Sweeping the floor, washing dishes, or walking to work, these seemingly mundane tasks become opportunities to connect with the present moment. In the Satipatthana Sutta, the Buddha teaches, when walking, know that you are walking. When sitting, know that you are sitting. When feeling, know that you are feeling. By cultivating this awareness, we free ourselves from the mental noise of past regrets and future anxieties. We come to see life not as a series of tasks to complete, but as a continuous flow of experiences to savor. One of the paradoxes in Haru's story is the idea that the harder he tried to achieve Zen, the farther away it seemed. This reflects the Buddhist teaching of effortless effort, Sanskrit, Wu Wei. Effortless effort does not mean laziness or passivity. It means aligning our actions with the natural flow of life rather than forcing outcomes. In Zen practice, this is often illustrated through the metaphor of water. Water does not struggle to flow. It moves naturally around obstacles, finding its path with grace and persistence. In our own lives, we can embody this principle by setting intentions without clinging to them. For example, a student preparing for exams can study diligently while remaining open to the outcome. Instead of obsessing over grades, they can focus on the joy of learning and the growth that comes with it. Another key lesson from Haru's story is the importance of gratitude. When Haru learned to find joy in sweeping the floor and tending the garden, he began to appreciate the beauty of life's simple moments. Gratitude is a powerful practice that shifts our perspective from lack to abundance. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, we cultivate a sense of contentment and peace. In Buddhist teachings, this is known as mudita, or appreciative joy. Consider a busy professional who feels overwhelmed by their workload. By taking a moment to appreciate their job, their health, and the opportunities they have, they can transform their stress into a sense of purpose. Gratitude helps us see that the journey itself is a gift, not a burden. A deeper lesson in Haru's story is the recognition of life's impermanence and unpredictability. Despite our best efforts, we cannot control every outcome. This truth is encapsulated in the Buddhist concept of anicca, impermanence. Master Riku's teaching reminds us to let go of the illusion of control. When Haru stopped fixating on achieving Zen, he allowed the practice to unfold naturally. Similarly, when we release our need to control life, we open ourselves to the wisdom and opportunities it offers. A poignant example comes from nature itself. A farmer plants seeds but cannot control the rain or the sun. Yet, with patience and care, the seeds grow. Life operates in the same way. We can plant the seeds of our intentions, but we must trust the process and allow things to unfold in their own time. Practical steps to embrace the journeys. Daily mindfulness practice. Start each day with a simple mindfulness exercise. Spend 5 minutes observing your breath or listening to the sounds around you. This practice helps anchor you in the present moment. 2. Break goals into steps. Instead of focusing solely on the end result, break your goals into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate each milestone as a victory. 3. Reflect on gratitude. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for. This practice shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already abundant in your life. 4. Embrace imperfection. Recognize that mistakes and setbacks are part of the journey. Each challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. 5. Seek joy in effort. Find joy in the process of your work, whether it's studying, creating, or building something. Remember that the effort itself is meaningful, even if the outcome is uncertain. As Haru learned, Zen is not something to be achieved. It is something to be experienced in every moment. The same is true for all of us. Life's journey is not about reaching a destination, but about walking the path with awareness, gratitude, and grace. Haru's story reminds us that the answers we seek are often closer than we think. They are not hidden at the top of a hill or in the words of a wise teacher. They are within us, waiting to be discovered as we embrace the present moment. Whether you are striving for a goal, facing a challenge, or simply navigating the complexities of daily life, remember this: the journey itself is the reward. Take each step with intention, and you will find that you already have everything you need to achieve anything. As we come to the end of this journey together, let's reflect on the wisdom hidden within Haru's story and the lessons it offers for our lives. Haru's path to enlightenment teaches us that life is not about racing to the finish line, but about embracing every moment of the journey. How often do we lose sight of the present because we're too focused on the future? Whether it's chasing career success, mastering a skill, or reaching personal milestones, we often fall into the trap of thinking that fulfillment lies only in achieving the end goal. But as Haru learned, the true reward is not in the destination. It is in every step, every effort, and every moment of growth along the way. Take a moment to look at your own life. Are you savoring the process of learning, growing, and striving? Or are you so consumed by the thought of getting there that you're missing the beauty of being here? The key takeaway is this: when you focus on the path and commit fully to the present moment, the results will naturally follow. The goal doesn't vanish, but it becomes a part of the journey rather than the sole purpose. As you move forward, remember Haru's story and the wisdom of the Zen master. Celebrate your small victories, find joy in your daily efforts, and trust that with mindfulness and perseverance, you can achieve anything you set your heart to. Thank you for joining us on Lotus Heart Teachings. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Together, let's continue exploring the timeless truths that guide us toward a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Until next time, may peace and mindfulness be with you.